You're watching Shoot Ride Live, and this is the Island Armory VR80.
Easy go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Joe. If you're not new to the channel, you probably saw the video that I did a while back on the Island Armory VR60 and know that I absolutely love that shotgun. It's one of my favorites. So I have to send a huge shout out and thank you to Island Armory for sending me out the new version, the Island Armory VR80 to T&E. I really appreciate that, and I'm telling you right now, as soon as I open the box, man, this thing is so sweet. I've actually already put about 50 rounds through it, and it shoots amazing. I think one of the things that you're probably going to notice right off the bat, here's the VR60, okay? And a lot of people are going to think, oh man, there's a lot less bulk on the VR80. It's probably lighter. No, it's not actually. The VR60 comes in unloaded at just over 7 pounds. The VR80 comes in unloaded at just over 8 pounds. And the reason for that, there's a lot of polymer on the VR60, and the upper and lower of the VR80 are 7075 T6 aluminum. This is basically an AR-15 setup in shotgun form. You're going to notice this big thumb hole stock. Well, because of ridiculous importation laws, what they do, these are made by Dairy Arms in Turkey, and then they have to be shipped over. Island Armory stamps them with their name. That gets you Island Armory's lifetime warranty. The thing about this that they did, which is just incredible to me, underneath this stock is a mil-spec AR-15 buffer tube, and you can actually take this whole piece off and put any pistol grip that'll fit a normal AR-15 and almost any buttstock that'll fit an AR-15 on there that you want. So you can customize that to however you want, and that was huge to me. I really like that. Another thing that I really like is the charging handle. As you can see, is on the left side, because I switched that over. You can have it on either side, and I personally, if I'm shooting, I like to be able to use my free hand instead of having to go over and come down. A lot of people, doesn't matter. That's just how I prefer it. It's really easy to switch. It actually just literally, you can pull it out and switch it over to the other side. So that was another big thing for me that I really, really love about this. The handguard is extremely comfortable. On the right side, you've got a small Picatinny rail. You got one on the top and on the left side also, and it comes with your sling attachment here, and then you've got one here. These, again, also reversible if you want. When you take this off, you can flip this one around. You can take this off because it's just on the Picatinny rail and go ahead and flip it over to the right side. Another great thing about this, it comes with the flip-up sights. It's sent with them. Plus, you can take them off. You can put any type of optic on here that you want. That's something that's probably going to be happening in the future in a different video, but we'll see. Another great thing about this barrel shroud, I love the look of this, but if you want, you can actually just take this off, and on Advanced Tactical, Island Armory's website, they have compensators that you can purchase, and they actually thread onto the barrel. But for now, we'll just keep that barrel shroud on there. And this thing is bad. What else can we talk about? You have ambidextrous safety, both sides. Now, one thing that I did notice during shooting is sometimes, depending on where you have your finger on the trigger, this safety can rub on your knuckle here or on this pad right here on your hand. It probably depends on how big your hands are. I have stubby fat hands, so that's probably why it does that to me. But people maybe with larger hands that don't have that problem, it'll work fine. Basically, I just reposition my finger to where it's supposed to be anyways with the middle of my pad on the trigger, and then it'll work fine. Oversized mag release, which is nice on there, and then you've also got oversized bolt release on the left side. So what else does it come with? In the box, you're going to get with it 2 5-round magazines, and you're going to get another box that's got 2 more chokes inside. So mine has the cylinder because I like the cylinder. I like your natural pattern spread, but it also comes with a modified, which, if you don't know what a choke is, basically a cylinder choke makes the barrel diameter the same all the way through. So your shot is going to start spreading sooner coming out of the barrel than it would if you had, say, a modified or a full choke. The modified is a little bit more narrow, so the pattern's going to start a little bit later, and then your full, same thing, it's a little bit more narrow so that your shot pattern spreads later down the line of travel. And they give these to you also along with your choke key to change them out. Now, what does it not come with that you're probably going to want? 9-round magazine, 19-round magazine. Oh yeah. These are available, again, on Advanced Tactical, the Rock Island Armory website. One thing about the 19-round magazine that you want to remember, it only works with 2 3/4 inch shells, because the VR80 is chambered for 2 3/4 and 3 inch. But the 19-round magazine, only 2 3/4. So the ammo that I'm using today to test this out, I've got standard Winchester white box, low brass, 7.5. This is 2 3/4 inch shells, and then also high brass. This is Fiocchi Munizioni, so Fiocchi rounds, same 7.5. And I wanted to try both of these to make sure that it fed both the high and low brass easily. What I've come across so far, they feed fine. So I'll actually do some shooting where the magazines are loaded with both of these in there at the same time, just to make sure that it shoots okay. Let's go bowling. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but that goes red, green throughout there. I've got both the Federal and the Fiocchi in the magazine. Hopefully they feed reliably. Let's take a look. Alright, so failure to feed on that one. Now before I go on, there is a sheet that comes with these. It says there is a 50, I believe it says 50 to 100 round break-in period. So one failure to feed is not bad at all. There we go. Sucked it right up that time. Yeah, so one failure to feed out of the magazine. Again, still in the break-in period, not a big deal. Took all of that stuff down, no problem. This thing shoots so nice. The trigger's really nice. It's a little bit heavy, but it's a shotgun, not really that big a deal. Felt recoil, not that bad, not any worse than your Remington pump shotguns. Load up another magazine, keep going. So now we're going to try out the 19 rounder. Hopefully, again, you can see that the shells go red, green, red, green, red, green. I got them every other one in here. So far, besides that one failure to feed out of the 9-round magazine, everything's ran fine. I have seen some other videos with these where there was a problem feeding from the 19-round mags. I don't know if they fixed it. The thing is kind of a bear to load, you know, but I got them in there. When it got to this point, when I was loading them in, I kind of had to jam it down. So I'm thinking that maybe when these are brand new, there must be a seam in here probably, and it just needs to get worked in a little bit for it to run really smooth. But let's give this a shot. I got the bowling pins back up, and we'll just shoot around just to make sure that it feeds everything. God, thing is ridiculous. Love it. Okay, so what do we got here? I bet that's another failure to feed. Yep, failure to feed, still in there. Sucked it in just fine that time. The rest of these I'm just going to rattle off, make sure they feed. Nope. Again, on the high brass. And then the rest of them went through. I'm very confident in the fact it's just a break-in period for those 3 total failure to feeds, brand new magazines. That was the first time this one's been run at all. Still working, as far as I'm concerned, great. I scrounged up a couple clay pigeons. I'm going to show you how horrible I am at shooting them in a second. And because the 3 failure to feeds that we did have were the Fiocchi, this is full of the Fiocchi, so I just want to make sure that it'll feed these just fine. Okay, no laughing at me, all right? Did you see the tree stuff come down? Let's try that again. Missed that one. I got 2 more. Hit. Last one. Boom. All right. We got one more shot. So it fed all 5. The other rounds that I did that you didn't see were from the 5-round magazines. The 9-round magazine where we had our first failure to feed and the 19-round magazine that we had the other 2 failures to feed were both brand new magazines that never had anything ran out of them. I'm going to say that brand new magazines that need to be broken in a little bit were the failure to feeds, because the 5-round magazines that came with this, everything has ran fine, completely fine through that. The Island Armory VR80 is amazing. I absolutely love shooting this gun. It's so fun. It can be customized. We already talked about the pistol grip and the buttstock on Advanced Tactical's website. Like I said, they have the compensators. They have a mag well that you can add on there. There's a lot that you can do to this. You can actually make it your own. The MSRP on this bad boy is $6.99. So I'm guessing you can probably find it locally, depending on where you are, between $5.75 to $6.50, somewhere around in there. It's totally worth it. If you've ever wanted a box-fed AR-15 style shotgun, this thing is insane. I love it. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Gunstreamer. Links will be in the description. I appreciate all of you for stopping by to watch the video. Again, another shout out and thank you to Island Armory for sending this out for me to T&E. I hope you guys see how much fun it is, how much fun I had with it, and go out and get one. Until then, support the Second Amendment. Make sure you're carrying legally if you can. My name is Joe. Wish you red live. I'm out.